Every night for the past month she dreamed about the same person, a man she had never met in real life. Sometimes they'd be in a crowded street, sometimes in a completely empty field. But he was always there. He never spoke, yet his presence felt familiar, almost comforting. She began to wake up with a strange feeling, as if it was more than just a dream, but a message she couldn't quite understand. One morning, as she was drinking her coffee at a cafe, she looked up, and there he was, sitting across the room, the man from her dreams. He turned and smiled, as if he had been waiting for her all along. We often dream of things that may seem like complete nonsense, but what if beneath the surface these seemingly random images carry something deeper, something beyond ordinary perception? The reality is, it's actually in sleep that the mind is capable of its highest achievements, because the subconscious is freed from the usual restraints of the senses, allowing the soul to break free from the physical body. Humans' ability to leave the body during dreams was first discovered in ancient Egypt. The Egyptians believed that each person had a part of the soul capable of escaping the physical body during sleep, or even after death. They depicted this part of the soul as a bird with a human head, a vehicle that allowed the soul to travel between the physical and spiritual realms while the body rested. All New Age discoveries on astral projection are, in fact, a continuation of what the Egyptians discovered thousands of years ago. Robert Allen Monroe, a man who dedicated his life to research that transformed the modern perception of consciousness, believed that through a deep state of relaxation, it was possible to separate the mind from the body, allowing the spirit to experience the world without physical limitations. To prove his theories, he founded the Monroe Institute, a center purely focused on studying altered states of consciousness. One of Monroe's most influential developments was HemiSync, a sound-based technology that synchronizes the brain's hemispheres. He discovered that using specific frequencies could slow down brain waves, making it easier to reach that out-of-body state. Through this technology, Monroe mapped what he called focus levels, distinct zones within non-physical reality. Each level, according to Monroe, represents a unique state of consciousness accessible only through astral projection. Many people are hesitant to try this because the thought of separating the mind from the body can be frightening. What if there is no way back? Scientists suggest that even during these out-of-body experiences, the mind remains connected to the physical body through the silver cord, a link that ensures the soul can always safely return. Humanity knows countless examples of people who claim to have communicated with each other in dreams, all while being in entirely different places. Some scientists suggest that mastering astral consciousness enables not only the ability to leave the body at will, but also the transmission of thoughts and emotions between people without any physical or verbal communication. This connection relies purely on mental and spiritual energy, an energy we cannot usually access when awake. Numerous experiments suggest this may be possible. In the 1960s and 1970s, Montague Ullman and Stanley Krippner conducted dream telepathy experiments at the Maimonides Medical Center in Brooklyn, New York. In these tests, a sender would focus on an image or target while a receiver slept in a separate room. Remarkably, many participants reported dream images and themes that matched the target, suggesting that when the conscious mind is at rest, it opens to receiving messages from others, reaching beyond physical limitations. In many religions, highly spiritual individuals are believed to communicate not only with people on earth, but also with the divine. In the Bible, Samuel experiences such a moment when he is called by God in a vision during sleep. In this vision, Samuel hears his name called multiple times, and after responding, he receives a prophecy from heaven. Just days before his assassination, Abraham Lincoln had a famous dream. In it, he walked into one of the rooms of the White House where he saw a covered corpse surrounded by guards. When he asked who had died, a soldier replied, "The president. He was killed by an assassin." Modern science suggests that the human brain has a much sharper intuition while dreaming. During sleep, it processes signs unconsciously noticed during waking life, piecing them together in ways that can sometimes point to future possibilities. That's why we often dream of things that don't entirely make sense to our conscious mind, because it's the subconscious at work. When you have a dream that feels incredibly real, it doesn't necessarily have to be a product of imagination. It might be a sign that your subconscious mind is trying to tell you something you missed. For this reason, dreams shouldn't be ignored, but treated as valuable subjects of study. Carl Jung, the visionary Swiss psychologist, suggested that beneath each person's unique layer of consciousness lies a larger, shared collective unconscious. According to Jung, this layer of the mind matches our perception with the knowledge and imagery inherited across generations, deeply rooted in the psyche of every human being. In his book, 4 Archetypes, Jung introduced symbols he believed to be the core determinants of all human experiences: the mother, the rebirth, the spirit, and the trickster. Apparently, these 4 archetypes influence how we make decisions and shape our perceptions. For instance, when the theme of your dream involves nutrition, protection, or safety, it's linked to the mother archetype, deeply ingrained in our consciousness. When a dream centers on big changes, moving from darkness to light, or symbols of renewal like a sunrise or a phoenix, it reflects the rebirth archetype. In dreams that feel divine, supernatural, or include religious messengers, even God himself, the influence is from the spirit archetype. And when a dream feels completely abstract, ironic, full of strange, unexpected turns, it's tied to the trickster archetype. According to Jung's theory, not a single person on Earth is truly alone in their experiences, because human perception is programmed to shape thoughts and emotions around these archetypes. Of course, every person adds unique nuances to how they see the world, but what is common to all humankind is this foundational layer on which we form our perceptions. In the end, keep in mind that you spend around 30% of your life dreaming, and it's up to you how you choose to spend this time. Remember, your mind doesn't distinguish between what's real and what's vividly imagined, and as you begin to program your dreams, you can create years of memories where you're literally living your dream life. As you close your eyes tonight, let go of the limits of waking reality. Enter your dreams with intention and create the reality you truly want.